Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. Okay, so just to answer this question by Valsea Adrian, or Adrian Valsea, can you show us how much money have you made from your YouTube account? Bit bloody nosy. Anyway, I don't mind showing you because it's zero. I don't make any money from my YouTube account. I did do some AdSense stuff years ago, and my last payment was €83 that I got in 2017, and I've had €61.14 pending, like rolled over since 2017. So that's it, really. Zero. Anyway, so today Benjamin did a tweet saying open the floodgates, more tokens, more markets, more value. He's talking about this article here, and this is about new tokens being on the DEX on the 31st of January, which is next week, isn't it? This all looks pretty good to me. This is going to make it more like the way Pancake Swap works, but I think it's going to be better, isn't it? So I think this is going to be good for the value of eGold, good for the value of MEX and all that. So I'm quite hopeful about the future, really. I mean, the value of MEX since that bottom at the weekend has gone up, 30%, which is cool. The price of eGold has done something similar, I think. Yeah, that's up like 33%. I think everything's looking a bit better now. A lot of people are talking about Bitcoin going up to about 40,000 or so and then crashing back down. That might happen, in which case eGold might follow it and then bounce back up when it bounces back up, but we'll have to see what happens. As you may have noticed, I'm no TA expert. Anything I say about prices is just my thoughts. I haven't got a crystal ball, but I don't think anybody has. Now, the cool thing now is that with the farms, I think we're now in week 9. I'm pretty sure of that now. And this means that week 9 to 52, the actual rewards don't change. Now, it doesn't mean the API doesn't change. It just means it won't change in big, massive steps anymore. So if this is what we're looking at, something like 213 for the eGold ride, 237 for the eGold MEX, and 153 for the staking MEX, I think this is brilliant. And bear in mind that we're compounding the gains all the time, so the actual kind of APRs we're looking at are actually much more large. For example, this one here, you can see, the APR here at being 153.82%. The APY, right, which is if you're compounding daily, is actually 364%. So that's something to think about, isn't it? So I think full steam ahead with the farming, really. Just keep doing it. Now, Edward here, he was trying to leave a comment with this link on YouTube the other day, and it wouldn't let him. So he's published this on my site, savewith.crypto.org. So if you want to take a look at this and look at this Telegram bot that he's been using, feel free to go ahead. Those kind of scripts that run on Telegram scare me quite a lot, so I'm probably going to leave it alone myself, actually. So sorry about that, Edward, but I just I'm a bit wary about things like that, so I won't actually try it out. But if anybody does and they've got something to say about it, please let me know. There is actually quite a lot of eGold news about, actually, but this one caught my eye, actually, from Grayscale, saying about the digital assets they were considering for 2022, and it did include eGold there and a few other things that I'm slightly interested in, like Algorand and Holochain. I don't know, probably a lot of you have got VeChain as well, probably. Now, I did notice Nutter in the comments said eGold and MEX just broke away from the Bitcoin trend line. Not totally sure what you mean by that, but looking at the price of eGold against BTC, I did notice down here that it's done a nice little double bottom, hasn't it? It's like gone like that, which usually is a bullish kind of thing, and it goes up, which would be really nice if that happens. And looking at that in the Bitcoin value, if we were to go back to the all-time high, that's a 200% increase. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, so hopefully we will see eGold outperform Bitcoin. I think it will, actually, because, Bitcoin isn't going to 10x from here quickly, is it? But I do think eGold will, or at least within a year or so. Barry over here, he was talking about impermanent loss, as many people often do. I did refer him to the link in the video description that's always there. It's a video by Phil Lee where he talks about impermanent loss, and he explains it much better than I can. You see, I think what everyone gets a little bit confused with is like when you've got a farm like this one here, if you look at the components of the LP token, so you got like so much eGold and so much MEX, and you'll see these vary up and down. You know, when one goes up, the other one will go down, and vice versa, which is perfectly normal in liquidity pools. As I understand it, the impermanent loss is to do with when the actual dollar value on one of them is significantly different, and if you were to withdraw at that point, then you would suffer some loss overall. So the thing to do is when you do withdraw, which I'm not intending to do for a long time, you know, you want to make sure that the components of it are worth what you hoped they would be worth. But the thing overall is the actual amount we're making with these farms is going to completely outweigh any impermanent loss we might have suffered. And to be honest, while we're still earning percentages that would make your average person think you're a liar, I'm going to just keep the farms going anyway, because why not? You know, I'll only withdraw when I need the money. But the thing you don't want to get confused with is this value here. So say, for example, this, when we started off, this farm was worth like $980, and today it's worth $772. So, you know, a lot of people perceive that as a loss, which it is in dollar value, but that isn't impermanent loss. That, just get that clear, that's not impermanent loss. That's just because the price of the assets have gone down. So yeah, so don't get that confused with impermanent loss. Yeah, and talking of not needing the money at the moment, I actually want the value of Bitcoin to sort of stay low for a bit. I'll tell you why, is because I want to sell my house and I want to relocate, but I'm not sure where I want to live, so I want to rent somewhere for a while. And while I decide where I want to live for a much longer period of time. So when I sell my house, I'm going to buy probably Bitcoin. I might even buy half Bitcoin, half eGold, depending on the price. But when I do that, I mean, if I was buying Bitcoin at, say, like 37 grand, and then by the time I've decided I want to buy a house, it's worth twice that, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Because my house is worth about €250,000 here. So if I ended up having €500,000, that'd be quite a nice sum of money for quite a nice house, wouldn't it? Anyway, so if you think the idea of selling a house and then buying crypto with it is a ridiculous idea, give the video a like. If you think it's a stupid idea, click dislike twice. But do make sure you're subscribed, tick the notification bell, click all as well, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.